Hey everyone, welcome to this another video where we try to solve a problem together. In this one, you have again a real world scenario. So let's say you are in a store and it gives discount based on the total purchase value. So let's say you keep adding items in your cart and that item that you keep adding in the cart that has to be an input from the user. So let's say the item that you added was XYZ, and then the price of that item, whatever that number was, let's say $20. So $20 is an input from the user. So the user adds couple of items in their cart, and once they are done shopping, they simply type done. Now, based on the items that they have added to the cart, we calculate the total purchase amount or the total purchase value. And then based on their total purchase value, we apply these discounts. So if it is between 50 and $100, 5% discount is applied. If the total purchase value is between 101 and 200, 10% discount is applied. And if it is above $200, then we apply 15% discount. So I hope you have understood the problem. Now please stop the video and try solving this problem by yourself. Okay, great. I hope all of you tried solving this problem. Now, let's go ahead and see how this can be done. So, first thing that we have to do is we have to take all these prices from the user, right? All the items that they're adding to the cart, we want to take the prices of those items as an input from the user. So, we'll say while true, the Boolean value true. So, that means we are getting into infinite loop here. And we'll take an input from the user. The input is the price of the item. And here I'm going to say enter item price or done if you are done shopping, right? And now the user will enter a price. Now that price would be taken as a string. You know that, right? Why is that the case? Because input function, whatever input you give, it is captured as a string by this input function. Whatever input you enter, even if it's a number, numeric value, it will take it as a string data type. Anyways, I'll leave it as a string for now. Then I need to go ahead and check whether price is entered, number is entered, or done is entered. If done is entered, that means that the user has stopped shopping, right? They're done shopping. So we want to exit this while loop. We don't want to prompt user to enter the price of the next item because they're mentioning that they are done shopping. So I'm going to say, so I want to check this condition. If price is equal to done, but maybe the user might enter done with a capital D or all caps. So it's good idea that we convert this price here to lowercase by using this function called as lower. And if this condition is met, if the user has entered done, we want to break out of the while loop, right? Because we don't want to prompt the user to enter the price of the next shopping item because they're not shopping anymore. Fine, that's good. Now, if the price entered is not done, then what we want to do, we want to add it to the value of the cart, to the total purchase value here. So let's create a variable outside of the while loop and initialize it as 0 because the total is 0. And now in this total, I'm going to add the item values, whatever item user is purchasing, and I'm going to update the total itself. So this plus equal is equivalent to typing something like this: total is equal to total plus price. So we are updating the total here every time we run this loop. We are adding the price of each item one by one and updating the value of this total variable. So total would be sum of prices of all the items purchased. But this will error out. Can you tell me why this will give an error? I think some of you have got it right. It will give error. Why? Because this price is a string data type. You see, I told you that input takes the value as string. So this price is string, even if the user entered a number. So we need to convert it to integer. But should it be integer or float? It should be float. What if the price is 20.5? It has a decimal in it. So we don't want to make it 20. We want 20.5. We want to capture that zero point 0.5 as well. So we want to convert it to float, the string to float. How can we convert string to float? So there's a function called as float, which will convert this string to float. So let me show this to you. So let's say I have this string 5.6. Now this is a string. Let me go ahead and convert it to float data type using the float function here. And now this is a float data type. No quotations. So this, once we are out of the while loop, it will give us the total, the sum of all the items purchased, the total value of all the items purchased. So let's go ahead and print outside of the while loop. Let's go ahead and print the total. So let's say the item price is $5, then $10, and that's all I want to shop. So I'm going to say done, and we are out of the file loop, and the total purchase value is $15. But now the problem statement also says that there is a discount applied based on your purchase value. You have to take care of that as well, right? So how do we do that? We have to use conditional statement. So we'll check if total is greater than 20, not 20, it's 200, right? If total is greater than 200, the discount, so I'm creating a variable discount and I'm assigning it the value. The value is 0.15. The second condition that I want to check is if total is greater than 100, right? If it's greater than 100, so we are not including 100 here. Why? Because we are saying 101 to 200. So 10% discount is applied. So discount will have the value 10, 0.10. If total is greater than equal to 50, that's the value here, 50. So it's equal because 50 is also included here. So 50 till 100. Both 50 and 100 are included in this range. If this is the scenario, then we say discount is equal to 0.05. Else, if the value of the cart is less than 50, the customer is not getting any discount. So discount is 0. Now, this might look like a simple if-else block, but you see the way I've structured it here. I'm first checking for total greater than 200. Why do you think I'm doing this? Why I'm first checking for total greater than 500, 200? Why didn't I start with this condition first? This is because of the property of a if block, which is that if this condition is false, only then the other conditions are checked. So here we are saying if total is greater than 200, so let's say the total amount is 300. In that case, total is greater than 200. So discount would be 0.15 and then we'll come out of the if else block. But if total is less than 200, maybe it's 150, right? Then the second condition would be checked. And 150 is greater than 100, discount will hold a new value 0.10. And let's say it's not even 150, it's 70. Okay. So again, this condition is also false. First one is of course false. If second is false, first has to be false. If a total is is not greater than 100, it cannot be greater than 200. So if total is greater than equal to 50, this condition is true, then the discount is 0.5. So because it is run sequentially, one after the other, the conditions are checked. And if one condition is true, we are not going to go ahead and check other conditions. Because think about it, if let's say this total is 250 and we check this condition, discount becomes 0.15, and then we go ahead and check this condition also, then this is also true. Discount will be overwritten by this new value 0.10, which would have been incorrect. So that's why we have the checks in this order, everyone. So yeah, I mean, this will give us the discount that would be applied to our cart based on our purchase value. And let's go ahead and now calculate the final price. So I'm creating a variable called final price, and the final price is total minus the discount that we are getting. So total multiplied by the discount. And finally, let's go ahead and print the output. So I'll create a F string here, total. So here I'm referencing the total variable and comma discount. So I'll take the discount here, the discount variable multiplied by 100 and maybe put a percentage outside so that it looks properly formatted. And then the final price, put a dollar before it. So let's go ahead and run it now. So maybe first time I purchased an item which was worth $100, then $20. And I'm being extravagant today, so maybe I'll purchase another item of $80. And I think that's it. I'm done. So you see, the total is $200, 100 plus 20 plus 80, 200. Discount is 10%. Why discount is 10%? Because, yeah, I mean, my total is 200. So, yeah, it's within this range. So I'm getting 10% discount and the final price is 180. So that's all for this video. I hope you had good fun solving this problem. Please let me know in the comments if you were able to solve this problem by yourself or not. See you in the next one. Thanks for watching.